Hey guys, System here, and this is Skyopolis 5. Hope you're all having a great day. Let's go ahead and jump back into this pretty cool pack. And in between episodes, gone ahead and worked on our base quite a bit. So I went ahead and made us more platforms to expand on, which is pretty awesome. Ran a cable, I guess back there you can see. We're going to be working on a wither farm on top of our base here in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Also went ahead and worked on this setup over here. Pulled out the, I guess we had blank gems in here. They were actually getting us emeralds. We don't really need emeralds anymore, so I pulled them out of the mix. We have like 90,000 now or something. Yeah, 94,000. I think we're good. So I pulled them out, and then I also went ahead and started processing the pebbles. We weren't processing pebbles before. We had like 1,500 stacks inside that drawer there. Decided that we're going to end up needing andesite, so I went ahead and threw them into the mix as well. I hate coming over here too, because I always just pick up random things that are being dropped as well, but nothing I could do about that. But yeah, I had to add them to the filter list, right? So they're just out here, right? So these pebbles here, they're just the andesite, granite, diorite, and stone. And I don't really need I guess I don't need granite at all. The andesite I'm going to end up needing for a singularity. So that's the thing. It's not an andesite singularity. It's actually a casing. You actually have to make like 64,000, or I guess, no, 48,000 casings. It's actually pretty insane. And we're going to end up doing one of the great ones. But we used diorite and I think cobblestone to get more andesite if we end up needing it. So at least maybe it has use, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. Outside of that, I went ahead and crafted up a whole bunch of stuff here. It's going to be everything we need for our wither farm, right? So we're going to have automated withers, which is pretty awesome. And because we need nether stars, right? I think we need nether stars. Where do I need them for? I think it was in here, right? So to get to this, we need this. To get to that, we need these. To get to those, we need these. To get to those, we need these, then that, and then, yeah, there's our stars there. So, yeah, I need I guess, the nether stars there. You get us these ender stars with the ender crafting. So, we're going to go ahead and get that set up, and everything should be good in the world. Outside of that, did I do anything else? I can't remember. Didn't I? Oh, I know one recipe I wanted to add in here, too. Let's go ahead and grab that. Quartz enrich. There you go. I'll keep 1,000 of that now. So that's good. Didn't I add another one of these here somewhere? I did add one somewhere. I think it was down here, actually. Add one more of those puppies. Yeah, up here. Just made it so we always have, I guess, 128 of all the different processors. So I never have to wait on them when I'm, I guess, making stuff with refined storage. Because I was making some refined storage stuff, right? And I was tired of waiting for it. So went ahead and did that. Anyway, let's go ahead and set up our wither farm here. Should be pretty fun. And I did a little test world to make sure I'd be able to get this going pretty easy. So I think I have everything I need, but I always say that. Oh, also I made a ton of cobble gens. You notice I have 20 tier 4s, and I had these at the end of last episode. I made these ones, but in between episodes, I made these ones. Then forgot I made these 8 ones over here, because I wanted to have 12 of the tier 5s when we're done. But apparently we'll have enough to have 16. So either way, we're good to go. So I've gone ahead and built the initial kind of cage that we're going to go with here. So just a 5x5, I guess, of the tinted, hollow in the center. It'll be 3x3 in the, I guess, the center of that, right? We're going to have 9 mob mashers in this puppy. He's going to be, I guess, quite busy, right? So that's the thing. We're also going to put 2 sets of upgrades here. So I made 90 of these things, of each, basically. So 90 of the smite, and then 90 of the sharpness. And basically that's going to make it so it can instantly kill withers. That's kind of the whole point of this, right? So that's cool. And probably don't need the 9x9. Probably could have got away with a much smaller area. But they do like to wander sometimes. And I do want them to just die pretty quickly. So I guess that's the thing as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and get all these upgrades in here. Then we'll kind of push forward and kind of get it all done. But yeah, I worked on this in creative just to make sure. In a creative world, right? Just to make sure this setup would work. And it looks like it works pretty well. So I'm hoping it works pretty well on my base. The only thing I'm concerned about is the mob farm below it, because it may make them kind of behave a little different, right? Anyway, which is the front of this too? Is this the front? No, that's the back, I think, right? Or is that the front? I can't remember. Is that the front? No, this is the front here. Okay, let's do this. Want to make sure I have him spawning, so he's kind of spawning forward, right? So what we'll do, I guess, is have, right here, we'll have 3 blocks out of here. Let's do that real quick. That looks good. Then we'll go ahead and grab our 3 dispensers. These are going to be what place the skulls, obviously. So that, and that. On top of that, we'll end up with a industrial interval signal timer. So do that there. Go ahead and grab 2 redstone. Just that and that, just so when that fires, it'll end up firing all 3. Because that's going to be running on a timer, right? So we'll have that going. Then outside of that, what else do we need up here? Probably the next thing would be the placers for the actual blocks, right? The actual soul sand, right? So let's get those out of there. Probably go ahead and come back with some covers as well for some of the cabling here. Although it doesn't matter too much. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab our constructors. Pop them right there. That looks good. That'll be how the blocks get placed. And that is pretty simple. Let's get that out of there. That's awesome. And then probably go ahead and wire up these as well. We're going to need 3 exporters. So we'll have those there. Then the cabling will be coming up from down here. Have a little cable hole right here. So I just made a cover. So that is awesome. Should have a bunch more of the actual cables here. Let's go ahead and grab them. That looks good. Come up this way. Don't really need to automate that passive mob farm at all, I guess, at all. I might have needed it at one point for leather, but I never really bothered with it, to be honest. Didn't need it enough to feel like I needed to. Anyway, that is good there. Now pretty much facilitate that part there. So let's go ahead and grab some soul sand. Let's do that. Go ahead and grab the actual soul sand, right? And how did I end up making too many of the sharpness upgrades? I thought it was 90, man. I couldn't count the 90. Go ahead and pop those in there. That's good. Probably going to want speed upgrades on these too. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop these here. These are just constructors. They just place blocks in the world. We use this for some setup. Oh yeah, it was for the magma blocks, right? So that's cool. Anyway, that is awesome. And yeah, that'll handle that. That'll just place the soul sand whenever it needs to be there, right? So that is fantastic. Then I guess on top of this, we'll end up with a layer of obsidian, because why not? Here you go. Hopefully I don't misplace a bunch of it over and over again, because I've been known to. Always with obsidian too, whenever I'm working with obsidian for some reason. So that's good there. And what else do we need on top of this? We're to have a button to turn it on or off, right? So I'll probably have the button probably way down here somewhere. Here you go. End up on, I guess, this side here. Probably somewhere down here. It doesn't matter where it goes. I don't have a good place for it, actually. Where would I put it? I don't know where to put this button, man. I want to have it down here somewhere. That kind of makes sense. I don't know. I could put it like, no, I don't like that. I kind of want it here, but this is here, and I don't want to, yeah. Where would I put this? Let's put it, I'm so confused over a single button. Let's put the button here. Here you go. Then we'll go ahead and grab our ender pearl. I think we actually have to hit the other one first, so let's go ahead and head up there first. I need to break that obsidian too. I kind of forgot about that, but anyway, we need to link it up to this here. Want to set the timing on this as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And then the timing we would probably want, that is probably wrong. Did that actually spawn one in? Oh, we didn't put any pearls in there yet. I should actually turn that off real quick. I want it on, what do I want it on here? I'm going to want it on 1 second on, then probably like 5 seconds off. Probably be pretty good, right? So basically I just have the tower tall enough. The way this is going to work too, it's really basic, right? So it's going to end up firing the redstone signal. We'll have that on a timer, of course. End up spawning in the wither. It's going to place the skulls, right? Then it's going to drop down. And the only reason I'm dropping them down at all is so the wither will clear the soul sand and be able to spawn in the next one. Because otherwise I wouldn't spawn them in because they'd be in the way of the soul sand placement. And that would have just, you know, kind of interrupted that, right? So I had to get that done and out of there. Anyway, I got that linked up. I should have a bunch of levers here as well. I didn't really think of a better way to get these kind of all automated, I guess. You know what I mean? With the redstone. I guess I could have used the laser IO to turn all these on. But anyway, let's go ahead. Do that there. They should be all spinning now, which is fantastic. Let's grab those blocks too. That'd be nice. And then once we have our link pearl, right? Should be able to come back down here. Grab our button, which was actually on the other side, right? I just want to make sure everything's firing. So if it's all firing, that's fantastic. Oh, I actually didn't hit the button, did I? Let's go back down. Let's actually hit the button this time. That looks good. Awesome. Then head back up. See if it's actually clicking. I just want to know if it's clicking. You clicking? It is clicking. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and grab the last part of this then. It would be the skulls. Maybe grab some regulator cards as well. Maybe just to limit how many skulls go in there too. I see no point of just filling it up with the skulls, you know what I mean? Just really only let one in there at a time. I really want this to be pretty slow anyway, just to make sure it doesn't try to place before all the soul sands place anyway. And that should kind of limit that really well, actually. So let's go ahead and grab the exporters. Make sure each one of these has a regulator. Like I said, I only have one in the inventory. There you go. Then we'll go ahead and guess and filter these with skulls, right? So put a skull in there, skull in there, and a skull in there. And on next one, that should actually spawn one. We'll kind of see if it goes there in a second. Why did that not spawn one? Oh, I haven't linked this up yet. Total derp. Go ahead and do this, do that. Go ahead, I guess pop you right there. Next click. There we go. Got our first wither. He's going to fall down. Hopefully he doesn't get distracted by the mobs down below. But it's going to get pretty loud here in a second. But not too much I could do. I guess I can do something about that. There you go. One's dead. Another one's dead, hopefully. Yeah. Third one dead. I just want to make sure like 4 or 5 work. That's good. Also, I have this here to make them quiet. So I guess I'll do that in a second here. I just want to get turned off first. So yeah, that'll work there. That should work pretty well. Doesn't seem like it's getting too distracted by the mob farm down below. So I guess that is good. Let's go ahead and turn that off. There you go. Because I'll have to get through the last 2. Then we'll get this puppy placed because it'll make it a lot quieter. Actually, I don't even know. Can we just like put it like right here? And then you hit this right. Now hiding wither boss bar. Cool. So I think that will handle that. Let's grab all those stars for now. There you go. That's good. We're not even going to bother with the experience too. We don't need to worry about that at all. But in our backpack, we already have 7 nether stars. There's no way to increase that either. Luck, nothing's going to do anything for that. So even if you have apotheosis with like a book with insane amount of luck or looting or whatever, it isn't going to do anything for you. So don't even think it will. Last thing we're going to need, I guess, is going to be the backpack. Should work this far down too. We'll do that because I do have this advanced one, right? We're going to use the advanced one here. And then we could just send that into like a ender chest. And that'll be pretty much our automation here. So that is actually really cool. That actually took no time at all. I actually thought it was going to take longer than this. Anyway, let's go ahead back down here. One more time, right? One more trip. Just make sure everything's working. And hopefully it's quieter too. I don't know if I have to mute the explosions, because if so, I'm going to mute those too. I thought I was going to mute all their sounds. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Definitely going to go ahead and hunt down the wither sounds here. Wither, ambient, yeah. I'm going to be muting all this stuff because I don't want to hear any of that. So apparently I forgot to hit record, but I went ahead and made 10 of these here. Mob Basher upgrade beheadings. Put them into the Mob Basher in our farm. Just so we get more skulls from our, I guess our wither skeletons, right? I just need more skulls from them just so we can keep this going a little more often. Because I won't be able to keep up with this, I guess, currently. And I don't need to anyway. We only need so many of the nether stars. I just didn't want to kill, 100 or so withers with a sword, right? So that wasn't something I was looking forward to. And now this will kind of handle that, right? Also, the other thing I did was use a nether star on each of these spawners. So if you actually go to, I guess, a nether star, right? Check that out real quick. Go to use on that. Then look at spawner modification. Ignores player. Basically makes it so we don't have to be within range anymore. Just ignores range. It'll just work like, any modded spawner from any other, mod pretty much. So you don't have to be in range. I guess before that, I think we had to be like within 16 or something like that for those to work. Maybe it's a little further, maybe a little less. I'm not actually sure. But this thing's doing the job and it's working perfectly. Actually could have gone with like 1 or 2 shorter. But I guess it doesn't matter. I didn't measure it all. I just kind of threw it out there. I just knew they had to drop far enough to clear the soul sand to be able to place the next one, right? So that is working out. Near perfect. And I think that is actually a pretty sweet little setup there. Quite happy with that, actually. I moved the button, too. It's actually on top of our controller now. So it's actually in a much better place. So I can turn it on and off as we see fit. How many skulls do we have left, too? 452? It's trying to keep up. It's doing its best. But like I said, it will fall behind. At some point, it'll just kind of do it as they come in, right? So that's fantastic. And that's great. But now that we have nether stars, we can actually go ahead and move on. And try to work towards our quantum compressors and our ultimate enriching water catalyst here. So let's go ahead and work on that. So I went ahead and made a couple more of the ultimate crafting tables because I want to go ahead and turn 2 of them into a ultimate auto crafting table just so I can do some of the recipes like luminescence, a couple other things, a lot easier. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab that stuff there. There you go. We need a couple more of these redstone catalysts is kind of what I'm making here right now. But you need these redstone components. which means I need 12 more of these things. So let's go ahead, grab ourselves 12 of those real quick. There you go. Then we want to go ahead and make these puppies here. There's 3 more. Then I should be able to make this puppy, right? What do I just need? Some hoppers? Let's go ahead and grab some hoppers here. You can fully automate these things. I just don't think we'll be using enough, right? To justify making enough of these tables. And I'll show you when I make this why you need so many of the tables, kind of get them all automated. But basically these tables here, so this one right here, you notice here it has this 3 little numbers. It also takes power, right? So it'll need some power, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab that. Sweet. Go ahead and grab ourselves a point. Sweet. Got ourselves a point here. Just get it hooked up to power real quick. There you go. Do that and that. That's good. Should be getting power there. That's fantastic. That actually takes 80,000 FE. That's actually crazy. Anyway, so that's good there. With that, if I want to make luminescence now, it should be a lot easier. So luminescence, if I actually look up that recipe, go to luminescence. There you go. Already have a good amount, but I'm going to need quite a bit of this stuff. So the recipe is this here, right? So you need glowstone and glowstone nuggets, right? So the way you would do set up that recipe here is grab a chest. Doesn't really matter what kind of chest. Let's grab a chest here. There you go. Yeah, I think you just pop that on top. I think it's the way that works. Then it'll pull from the chest. Now you can set the recipe, I think, by going in here, doing this, right? You must have to have the stuff in your inventory. Let's go grab some glowstone. There you go. Then some refined glowstone nuggets. There you go. Then see if we can actually set up the recipe now. Let's do that. Then, yeah, shift plus left click to save recipe. There you go. But you can see you can only save 3 recipes. That's all you can save in this. So you want to save up a whole bunch of recipes, you actually need a whole bunch of tables. So they're kind of a pain to work with, right? But anyway, this will make it so I can make this stuff really easy and quick. Basically, I can just feed a chest now and just make this stuff, right? But I'm going to do that for this and crystalline. And once I have a bunch of that, we'll go ahead and move on here. So apparently these tables actually take a lot of power too. It's actually pulling every bit of our power to be able to run this table here. So can't even run at full speed right now because we really don't have much power. But anyway, at least I don't have to do it manually. I guess that's the thing, right? Just kind of feed the chest, just let it go. But yeah, they're power hogs, man. That is definitely a thing. I've been really trying to just weasel my way through the pack, doing very minimal power. But I don't know. We may have to, I guess, upgrade that. Really depends on how much I want to automate these things here, these different tables. Actually, the quantum compressors, we almost definitely have to do new power. Now that I think of it, because I think they're power hogs too. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch more of this stuff and crystalline. Then we'll move forward here. So apparently the next thing it wants us to do is go ahead and grab some of these crystalline components. So let's go ahead and grab 4 of them. There you go. And grab this here. And I think this is actually going to fish off quest line. So let's go do that. Which is great. And all finished up. Apparently this quest line here also doesn't actually have a reward at all. You don't get any reward. Oh, you do. You get some ultimate crushing you get some ultimate factories and stuff. That's not bad. Infusing, smelting, enriching, and crushing. So it's the ultimate level. So that's actually a pretty good reward there. That's not too bad at all, actually. So next thing we need to do is actually make another material here. Let's go ahead and grab that and that. There you go. Probably don't have enough ender pearls, but that's fine. Actually, I don't even need it automated on this one. Let's go ahead and grab this here. We need these ender ingots. So let's go ahead and grab them. This is going to be the expensive way of making this stuff, but honestly, this stuff doesn't feel very expensive to me because, yeah, I have tons of ender pearls and I'm not really concerned about them at all. So let's go ahead and just make a bunch of this stuff really quick. That looks good. Should be enough for right now. Let's go ahead and drop that off, drop that off, drop that off. With that, we need to go ahead and make a ender crafter. So let's go ahead and make some eyes of ender. There you go. I think we only need 1 of these. If I remember correctly, too, you can't automate this machine. Although I think I did in 1 pack. I don't remember how I did it. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the other Skyopolis or maybe some other pack. Can't remember. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch of Eyes of Ender. You don't need any set amount of these either. I think it's the more you make, the faster it goes. Basically, is the way this machine works too. So it's pretty slow, I think, by default. Anyway, let's go ahead and make a good amount of them. Kind of get started. Figure out what kind of layout we're going to go with. And with that, we're going to be using that to make the Ender Stars, right? So we're going to end up needing that and that. And that looks pretty easy anyway. So let's go ahead and figure out a layout for us here. We'll go ahead into the center of one of these. Kind of do that right there. There you go. Find a better place for the light here. Throw the crafter down. And around it, we just put the alternators. I don't know the max range for them, but I remember you can go quite far with them. That's all I remember. We're going to see here. I think they get particle effects that they're working, although I may have to turn my particle effects back on. But that isn't that big a deal. There you go. That gives us a 5x5 of them right there. So that's good. Could actually put that there too. That's good. And then we can start making these things, right? So what we need to do is make the ender stars, right? So let's actually go ahead and grab a bunch of eyes of ender. Go. Do I have a recipe for that? No, I don't. Let's go ahead and do that right there. Go ahead and grab a few stacks. That's good. I guess I should have probably kept those too. Grab our eyes of ender. There you go. Then some nether stars. Don't know where we're at. We're already at 350, so we're looking good there. Awesome. Then we should be able to, I guess, just feed in that recipe, kind of like that. And I think that'll start working. Yeah, it's pretty slow, though. I think we could add more of these enter alternators, kind of speed this up. So, not that bad, though. I mean, it's going to do its thing. And how many do we get per recipe? Just one. So anyway, that's the thing. Is there any other recipe? No, this is going to be our only way of making these for the pack, too. I saw to make some of the other stuff, we'll be able to use the other table that this thing's going to be used for. But apparently that's going to be the only way we can make these things, though. So I guess that's the thing. Where was the other thing I saw? I saw there was going to be something else we're going to be using this table for. Can't remember what else it was. Is it here? Maybe it's this stuff here, yeah. I think it's the enhanced ender ingot. You go to the recipe on that. You make your first ones out here with the ender star, right? But if you go to recipe on that, there's a secondary recipe in here. And this recipe, you can't really see it, but it looks like it gives you 36 for, I guess, 9 of those. Then some of the ender ingots as well. So it gives you like a secondary way of making it, looks like. And I don't know if it's cheaper or not. I can't look at that method out and go, hey, that's cheaper. I can't really process that recipe in my head. But either way, it's another recipe, and it probably is cheaper. But anyway, you go ahead and let a bunch of these finish up here. Then we'll kind of move on from there. Back of those ender stars here. And I sped it up quite a bit too, actually. I should show you that, actually. Let's go ahead and grab, what do we need here? These here. Let's grab some eyes of ender. Do I have any more of those in there? Nope. I went ahead and went through them all. There you go. Then I'm going to grab some nether stars as well. Grab them as well. That looks good. And you'll see that I actually added a bunch more of the alternators. So I just went ahead and made a bunch. So that's the thing. But it goes way faster now. So the recipe for this was what? This here. Go ahead and pop those in there. You can see how fast it goes. So I went ahead and kind of tested it real quick. So with the particles on, I kind of see what's going on. They go up to this range right here. Then outside of this, they don't light up anymore. So it's 3 away from the actual ender crafter. It looks like you can go 3 up or 3 down as well. So I just went 2 layers up, then 1 more ring around it. And it's going at a good pace now. So yeah, much quicker. Because I didn't feel like waiting 20 minutes. I just decided to go ahead and make a bunch more of these. But see, just like that, I just made 16 more of those, which is fantastic. And with that, I believe we have to go ahead and do one more recipe here. It was this one here. Where was it? Right here. This one. We need the enhanced ender ingots, right? And I think we just want 2 recipes of this too. There you go. Awesome. Once we have that, we can actually do the next step way easier. I don't think we ever have to make this particular ingot in that machine ever again. So I guess that's the thing. With that, we take them, right? I think you go to recipe on them. We can actually make way more in this table, actually. And it only takes, for every 9 of the ender stars, as long as you keep 8 of these ingots, you don't have to go back and make 2 more recipes in that other table, right? With that, right? So I can just go ahead and do that. There you go. That's awesome. And I guess I just need some more of those ender ingots, and then we're good to go. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you only have to do the stars there, right? And you can actually speed that up pretty quick. Actually, if you did, I guess, all the alternators, if you want the 3 layers below and the 3 above, this thing would actually probably be pretty insanely fast, but it seems like it's pretty good as it is. So the next thing it wants us to do, I guess, is go ahead and actually make our tier 5 cobble gens. So, actually, not too bad at this point. It's actually really easy. I did good amount of batches of those ender ingots there, so we're looking pretty good. What do we need here? We need, I guess, frames. I should have a bunch of frames in here. 46, that looks good. Then over here we've got all of our cobble gens. Then we might as well go ahead and grab our other 4 as well. And just do up a batch of 12 of these things right from the get-go, right? So that's good. Those ended up, where? In the bag, right? Let's go ahead and hunt that down. There you go, right there. Also, I have other stuff there, it looks like. So that's the thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these grabbed up here. There you go. So we should be able to just go ahead and grab these now, right? There you go. There's 12, just like that. And with that, we can go ahead and throw up, I guess, 4 of them right away into here. We're going to be using some of the other ones for some other stuff. So go ahead and do that right there. And that should actually be producing at a pretty good pace here. I may actually incorporate 4 more of them into this setup over here, but I'm not going to do that right this second. That is filling up that cobblestone really quick though, so I should be seeing this going pretty steady over here actually now, which is not too bad. Oh, can it not keep up anymore? Is that going to fall behind? Is that actually going so fast now it can't keep up? That's insane. I need help. Help me. I'm going to have to do something here to kind of do faster extraction. What can I do for faster extraction? Do I have any lasers in here? Actually, do I even need a laser? I could just do ender chest. Let's go ahead and grab an ender chest real quick. I need to do faster extraction for sure, right? Let's do that. Something where I can get more connections to it. Maybe put that there, right? Then where's my card holder, man? Where's my card? I got 1 card here. Then I have card holder. There you go. And I guess I won't need a channel. I actually will need a new channel, so I'm going to have to find a channel I'm not using. This was the one. What was this one doing? Can't remember what it was doing. Am I using this channel anywhere? 11. Need to check real quick. This would be where it would be. No, 11 should be good. So we'll need an insert on the top of it. So let's go ahead, pop that right there. So it'll end up going up there. Then I guess we just need to extract. All beeped out and all sped up. Oh, this thing's probably over full. It's getting pretty close. But anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can actually get this completely caught up here. Let's go ahead and do that. Guess we'll have 2 points of stuff pulling out of it, you know what I mean? 2 points, I should say. 1 down there and 1 up here. Let's do that. And hopefully I have some upgrades in here too. I'll worry about that when we're done. So let's go same channel, right? So this one, I think it was 11. Then extract. Make it as fast as we can without upgrades, and we'll come back with upgrades, right? Down, extract, right? You go. Is that actually going in there? Yes, it is moving stuff in there. So anyway, do I really not have any of those upgrades either? Maybe I put them somewhere. Did I put them in here or here? This is like my dump chest for stuff I know I'll use later on. Anyway, what are they called there? Overclockers, right? Well, I got 3 of them right there. I need 1 more. Go ahead and grab that puppy. Then this thing should be able to keep up at this point. So yeah, we are producing a lot faster, and it's just going to get quicker and quicker as we kind of push forward in the pack too. We're reaching crazy points soon. There you go. That's good. And hopefully you can clean out this bag. Is that actually moving stuff? Yeah, it is. I can see the items. You can actually kind of see them there. They're going up. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, I didn't speed up the card, did I? Go down. There you go. Did I change the tick? No, I did not. Let's do that right there. That right there. That'll clean it out. No problem, right? Yes. Can the chest keep up? It's keeping up, okay? So, just barely. I may have to do some more ender chests with more extraction on them. But things are going crazy now. Look at that go. That's actually working so good. So, that's a massive upgrade. And that's just 4 of them, right? And we have another 8. So, yeah, we're going to, like I said, have another setup for that. So, pretty soon, too, we're going to have a way to process our waste, right? So, I went ahead and changed the drawer our waste was in. Actually, I had multiple drawers, and I got it all into 1. Oh, this is already maxed out again? Are you serious? I need to do something about that, because we need all this waste, all of it. Let's grab that real quick. Let's go ahead and... Do I have this upgraded or not? Oh, let's get you out of there. Because this is actually very important. I'll show you why in a second. But anyway, I need to kind of do this real quick because I don't want to waste. There you go. I have this drawer filling up. I don't know why it wasn't updating properly. It was just not updating properly. I broke it, then kind of checked it again. It had like 100 stacks in it. But either way, it's doing what it needs to. And if you look over here, the waste, we actually have 413,000. And my main reason for wanting waste, so if you actually take like a waste, right, go to use on it, check that out. You'll see you can actually throw that into ultimate enriching water. And when you do that, you get blank gems, you get nuggets, you get dust, and you get skybucks at 10%, which is one of the things you need for a singularity. So you need 48,000 skybucks just to make singularities in this pack. So that's the thing. But the other big thing is right now, like my diamond production sucks. Like if you actually look at our diamonds compared to most of the things we only have 5.6k. And that's why I disabled the emerald one there. But we're going to get 40% of these are going to end up turning into the actual gems, right? So that's going to be a lot of diamonds in itself, and that's going to be how we kind of get diamonds moving forward. So everything we pretty much process gives us waste. That's going to be doubling up on our production. So we'll get all the stuff from cobblestone, plus all the stuff from the waste in the ultimate enriching liquid. And then we still have another thing coming called the blank agate, right? And with that, we take those, throw those in the liquid, and then we get agates. And it's 1 out of 33 agates that you actually get. So it's all these agates here, which go into the ultimate agate. But yeah, we'll be throwing that in there as well, right? Into the liquid, and then getting random agates as well. So production in this pack, end game, is actually going to look pretty silly, but at the same time, it's going to be pretty fun. So I am pretty pumped for it. So I think we did really good progress today. It's actually pretty awesome all around. We did really good. So yeah, really rad. We got really fast production. I'm actually quite impressed with how fast that's going now. That's really, really cool. Look at all that waste too. There's so much waste that's coming in. I may have to set up yet another drawer because I don't think it's going to take long to fill that at all. Look at that thing just fly. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have the setup to process all that, as well as our quantum compressors. We'll have a first one, so we can actually start looking, I guess, towards the singularities and figure out which ones are going to be the problem ones and start getting them all automated. So really cool, really awesome, but I think I'm going to go ahead and actually end this one here. So as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.